Hey, welcome to the call, All Things Business. Thank you so much live today. Appreciate you all on the call from around the world joining in today. 1 billion. What does that mean, Mr. Thomas? 1 billion. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and also please leave a comment. We enjoy your comments and what you like to hear about. So we appreciate it. Matter of fact, you can hit a couple people up real quick to join us tonight because this is a very unusual call. 1 billion. So what does that mean? I'm going to talk about a lady who I've been mentoring since she was 18. She made her first $1 million by the time she was 25. And now she just recently did $1 billion deal last week. And I'm calling this 1 billion, $1 billion deal. Can everybody say 1 billion? 1 billion. I'd like to thank Miss Rutherford out there in Ohio for tuning in today. We'd like to thank our friends over there across the water in UK as well as Pakistan and also in Africa. Thank you for joining in today. 1 billion, 1 billion. Miss Sherian down in Florida, thank you for joining in as well. 1 billion. Let me give you 4 ways to look at a billion before we do a deep dive into this, because I don't think we hear millions. I'm talking about a billion with a B, billion with a capital B, billion. Now, I've been trained by 3 billionaires, but a lot of times, when was the last time did you know an average person, listen up, that closed a $1 billion deal? Let me say it a little slower. When was the last time you even knew somebody that closed a $1 billion deal? And for me, it's significant because I kind of grew up around this young lady. And I'm gonna give you 4 ways to look at a billion, just so you can grasp the numbers behind a billion. Mr. Robert DeCosta, thank you so much. Mr. Freddie Sherman, thank you so much. Mr. Adrian O'Neill in Las Vegas, thank you. Ms. Kathleen Williams from Sacramento, thank you so much. I want you guys to get your heads around this. I'm gonna break it down 4 different ways, dissect it, so you get an understanding of how much $1 billion. We hear $1 million. Yes, back in the day, $1 million was a lot. $100,000 was a lot 20, 30 years ago. $1 billion was like, wow. $1 million, now $1 billion, that's smashing all kind of records. Okay, so let's go into this $1 billion. One way to look at $1 billion, it would take a $100 bill. It would take 10 million $100 bills to equal $1 billion. Let that sink in. 10 million $100 bills for $1 billion. Now, I always carry at least $100 on me, a couple hundred anyway, but think about it. It would take 10 million $100 bills to equal $1 billion. Second way to look at $1 billion, I'm still using a $100 bill. If you laid it end to end, it would stretch for approximately 96,900 miles. Let me say it again. If I took a $100 bill and laid it out end to end, it would stretch for a total of 96,900 miles. That's amazing. That's enough that it was, think about it. This is enough to circle the earth 4 times. How many times? Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. I want you guys to see how much $1 billion is. The third way I'm going to show $1 billion is stack $1 billion would reach the height of 67.9 miles. Straight up. 67.9 miles. That's right, Robert Castro. Yeah, wow. Because we hear it $1 million, but $1 billion, we hear it so much that we don't really understand the significance of the B, not the M, but the B. Stretch $1 billion would reach the height of 67.9 miles. Now think about how long would that drive to get one place to the next. If I lived in San Francisco, I would drive to San Jose and pass San Jose up to kind of for the Bay Area people. Think about it, excuse me. Now let's look at the 4th way of $1 billion. 1 billion seconds is 32 years. 1 billion seconds is 32 years. 32 years for $1 billion. Now that I set the platform up, I want you guys to understand something significant. $1 billion deal. I'm so proud of this lady. Not everybody said they'd mentor somebody who just did $1 billion deal. Well, let me give a little background on Miss Katie Bucks. I used to know her as Teddy Tushin when she was 18. She, one of my 21 millionaires that I personally trained, just did $1 billion deal. She was from Denver, Colorado. I met her when she was 18 years old. And like I said, she started her entrepreneur journey at that point. She was very, should I say, interested in climbing the top. And when she got with being on network marketing, her brother Tim, who's also was young, he was 19 when he got started. She was 18. He was a big brother. And matter of fact, he did so well with the network marketing company he started with that he bought a limo. And when I go to San Diego, he would pick me up in a limo. Matter of fact, I did so well with a group. We had a group in Northern California that was called the Entrepreneurs. They did a video. Anyway, we didn't even talk about the Southern California group, which she was part of. And these young people down there were just rocking and rolling. Her husband, Jeff, and her today, they have 7 children from an international adoption. And their age are from 20 to 28 at this point. I've been knowing them when they're small. She got 3 boys. They're Korean and Chinese. She's got 2 daughters that are Korean and also Chinese. And later on in life, they had 2 of their own. So they had 7 children. Can you imagine traveling on a plane with 9 people? Can you understand the logistics they had to go through? I visited her in Denver when she first got started with me in network marketing. I'd stay at the house there in Denver, Colorado with her mom and dad. Dad was a chancellor of a college up there, and he would ride a bike from home to his school that he was the chancellor of, and he'd ride back and forth. And one day they wanted to do something special. They wanted to be able to buy him a red Corvette. His dreams in life after raising his children, he just wanted a red Corvette. And I remember one day they all got together and they went out and got him a red Vet, parked in the driveway, in the garage, excuse me. He came home from college that day from teaching, being an administrator, and he walked in the door. Everybody was there to greet him, as usual. And Katie walked over, took the set of keys, and put in his hands, and led him downstairs. And can you imagine the joy? Can you imagine the joy? What about you? Who would you like to give joy to? See, in any business, if you work hard enough, you can bless those around you that you love with some of the love that you've done and the work you've done. You know, you just got to outwork people. And we're going to talk about that in a second, what got her to this $1 billion transaction. Thank you, Miss Ursula Allen down there in San Diego. Thank you for joining in. Ms. Rutherford, we thank you also in Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio. Here we go. Think about it. Who would you like to bless like that? Think about it. You know, and the dad was the dean of the college down there, and he just went to work every day to provide for his family. And it gave her great joy, the whole family, to be able to. Matter of fact, to this day, he still have, over 20 plus years later, he still drives that red Vet, and he still loves it and polishes it all the time, like it's still brand new. So one of Katie's jobs, she was Katie Tushin, now she's Katie Bucks because she married Jeff. And I mentored him. He was at a young age of 18 as well. They were in college together. She recruited him at a college campus for a network marketing company because she would go down to the college campus, here's a tip, and recruit people on the college campus, young entrepreneurs who wanted more. So they fell in love and eventually got married. But her model in her life, she said this, and I quote, her job in life is to make people better version of themselves. That was her model, always. Who can I help? Who can I bless? Hey there, Mr. Harrison Mills, and there in Fresno, California. Thank you for joining in. Next, from MLM, network marketing, she went into the traditional business, and she went into the insurance business. Her and Jeff went into the insurance business. Her dad, his dad actually owned the company. They bought him out. He went to retire, and they moved to Hawaii, and they had this beautiful house in Hawaii. But they've had a lot. Matter of fact, they leveled the lot down. I mean, just leveled out and built this beautiful mansion. The whole back of the house is just pure glass, and you can, close it up or keep it open. They keep it open all day and night because it's very tropical, and it sits right even with the sunset coming over, and you should see this place. It's drop dead gorgeous with a grand piano, and I mean, it's something you see in a lifestyle magazine front cover. That's so powerful. And she got an insurance business. Let me tell you what she did. I'm going to give you 4 key points that she lives by. So you can watch this video over and over, and maybe the 4 key points I'm going to bless you with, you can utilize in your business. Number 1 key point, she said the fundamentals don't change. Write that down. First key point, she says the fundamentals from network marketing to traditional businesses don't change. I don't know, I've seen more people get involved with network marketing and springboarding them into other businesses, but without that background in network marketing, understand the fundamentals, they don't do very well. I've seen people after people and men and women after springboarding the network marketing into other companies that done very successful. So network marketing, to me, in my opinion, is like the ground level of understanding business. It's the best business school in the world. Yes, right. Network marketing is the best business school in the world. So she said the fundamentals don't change. So write that down. That's key point number one. Key point number two, she said, you have to deliver something to the marketplace that is unique. What are you bringing to the marketplace that is unique, different than others? What is unique about what you bring to the marketplace? It doesn't take that much more to be unique. You know, to be great, it doesn't take that much more. If a plane takes off and gets veered off by that much, it can land thousands of miles away. So you got to be unique. You got to be unique. So she said you have to deliver something that is unique to the marketplace. Number three, she says you must be able to stand out in the crowd. Stand out. What makes you stand out in the crowd? Are you along with Maverick, or are you with the crowd with everybody else to be safe and secure inside the crowd? You got to get out. You got to get out. You got to get out, and you got to stand out of the crowd. What makes you unique? What makes you stand out in the crowd? And number four, she says you must deliver something of value. Is your company and what you're doing, is it delivering something of value? Value. Value. I mean, can I get it somewhere else cheaper? Or are you giving value because it got you attached to it? It's a good question. So let's review those. Number one, fundamentals don't change. Number two, you got to deliver something that is unique. That's right, Mr. Valdez in Arizona. Thank you. Very unique. Number three, you must stand out of the crowd. Stand out. Be different. Man, be different. And number four, bring something of value to the marketplace. If there's no value, there's nothing unique about it. If there's nothing unique about it, you don't stand out. If you don't stand out, then you haven't changed the fundamentals. So they all go hand in hand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is powerful. This is powerful. And I'm going to give you a fifth one. The fifth one, a bonus. What are you doing? What are you bringing to the marketplace? What are you bringing to the marketplace? Are you bringing pizzazz? Are you bringing something different? Are you bringing your attitude? Are you bringing your credibility? Are you bringing, I'll be there? What are you bringing? What are you bringing? Can people count on you? You have integrity? Wow, very powerful. Very powerful. If I said your name, what would other people say? That person brings a lot to the marketplace. You know, I just had lunch with another one of my guys who's a millionaire, multi-millionaire. And gosh, let's see this. Let's just say he does a couple 100,000 a month. You heard me right, a couple 100,000 a month. Are you surrounding people and looking back at what you've done to help people? Powerful. She said she was elected to the board. She was elected as CEO of the company in 2018. Her husband and her built this business since 2018, and she became the CEO of the company. As CEO of the company in 2018, they had $40 million in sales. Follow this, $40 million in sales. 2 years later, $85 million in 2020. Let's go back, 2018, and 2 years later, that 85 million in sales because she ran the ship. She had a growth mentality. Write that down. Or do you live in a growth mentality? Now watch this. Most people slow down when things get tough. They quit advertising. We went through the pandemic. She put the pedal to the metal. She stepped up because she wanted a growth mentality. Most people cut back, cut back, cut back. And she told everybody when we were going through this pandemic situation, nobody here is getting laid off. Nobody. That's what I call about stepping up. She had a growth mentality. Matter of fact, she has over 100 people that work for her agency. They have over, 100 people work for her agency. She has over 24 offices sprinkled around the United States in 5 regions and over 6 offices throughout the Hawaiian Islands. Let me say it again. Over 6 offices spread over the Hawaiian Islands, because they live on the main island, and over 24 offices sprinkled throughout the United States in 5 regions and 100 employees. And she says, we're not laying off anybody. We're going to grow our company. Now listen to this. She said, and I quote, we could help our clients. Fear was not an option. We can help our clients fear, F-E-A-R, false education appearing real. We don't care what's going on in the world. We're going to step up and go faster. With 24 offices, 5 regions, in 6 islands, sprinkled around offices, 100 employees, and 3 divisions of her company. 3, 1, 2, 3 divisions. So in 2020, from $85 million, she went in 1 year and doubled it almost. $150 million. Let me say again, from 2020 to 2021, from 85 million to $150 million in 1 year. That's growth. Does she have a scarcity mentality, or does she have a let's go after mentality? What about you? What are you stepping up to the plate? Are you all the naysayers? People tell you can't do this, you can't have this, you can't. Are you stepping up? Because that's what she did. Next, in 2021, the following year, 2021, they went from 150 million to over $500 million the next following year. Today, they did 2.5 billion. How many regions? 5. How many offices? 24. How many employees? 100. I'm going to show you some pictures a little bit. Her insurance office now, they have wealth management organization under the umbrella. They own a wealth advisory firm, accounting, bookkeeping, and payroll, federal benefits business, an HR company under one of the divisions of the company, an insurance division, 3 divisions of the company. Now sit there and think about this. And she started at 18, by 25, her first million. Bought the father-in-law out, her and her husband, and just doubled the business every couple of years. Let me tell you what our company's mission is. We come to be trusted by the families that invest in us, and we have a moral responsibility. Wow. She also says, personally, give first and ask nothing in return. What'd she say? Give first and ask nothing in return. The reason why a lot of people not successful, they want to get some first and then they want to, no, give more than you deliver. I hope you guys get nuggets out of this because this is powerful. If I were you, I'd go back and watch it a couple times and take notes on it because I know it's amazing, but I tell you something. And I'm going to give you a quote that she gave me a couple days ago when she closed the deal. And this is what it said. But most exciting is our ability to deliver to our clients the complete financial picture from when they begin their career all the way through their retirement years. In other words, one-stop shop. They do it all. She closed the $1 billion transaction last Thursday. She's supposed to be on our call, but and she apologized to me and to all of you. And I understand why. I said, listen, I understand. You're excused. You know, class out, class dismissed. You move on to the head of the class because a $1 billion transaction does not come across your table and you're in the late 40s. Late 40s. So now her vision is 10, 10, 10 is the vision. She says the next 10 years, first 10 regions versus 5, and $10 billion. What a goal. I hope this stretches some of you. I'll repeat. Now that she signed the paper, the $1 billion transaction closed, next 10 years, here's this 10, 10, 10 is a vision. 10, 10, 10 is a vision. Let me say it a little bit slower. 10, 10, 10 is a vision. The next 10 years, they want to have 10 regions and $10 billion. With the purchase, we now, let me give you, with the purchase, we now will manage $3.5 billion, making the firm at the top 10% of the RIA in the nation. Let me repeat that again. Here's our quote. With this purchase, Al Thomas, we now will manage $3.5 billion, making the firm at the top 10% of RIAs in the nation. Let that sink in. Who's your mentors? Who's helping you? Are you listening to the instructions? Are you following the instructions? Or you're just like, I'll get around to it. Hey, thank you, Miss Castro, Mr. Robert Castro, for tuning in. She's not lazy. Now think about it. How do you manage all this with a husband, 7 kids? Think about it. Owning a company, you're the CEO with 24 offices around the United States and spread over 6 in Hawaii, 100 employees, and adding on more division and just signed $1 billion to buy another company for $1 billion. How do you, I mean, don't tell me you don't have time. Don't tell me you don't have time. If she could do it, what could you do? What is your dreams, hopes, desires, admirations? I want to show you a few pictures. I just want to, I am so proud of her. And she called me apologizing last week because she'd be on my call. The first picture I'm going to show you real quick is a picture of her husband and some of her employees at the main office. Let's see if you guys can see that. At the top, that's her husband. That's Jeff Bucks. And that's some of her employees at the Honolulu office. Picture number 3. I'm going to show you a picture of all the family. All the family together at dinner at the house. Oops. Sorry about that. Let me just turn this light off here. That would help out a lot, I'm sure. Picture all the family. Sitting around the table, all 9 of them. It's amazing. Amazing. And here is a book called The Insider Magazine she's been featured on. Let me get a little closer. Got a little glare. The next picture I'm going to show you is Christmas at the Bucks family home. Let me turn this light out too. Maybe that'll help. There we go. All 9 of them. Here she is. We're at the house having a little champagne. Her and Jeff as advisors at one of their staff meetings. The next picture is she's on the stage training her staff meeting. And there's her husband, Jeff, motivating the group. And there she is again on stage. And these are the flowers I took to her house the last time I was in Hawaii. Well, time before last in Hawaii. I was over there for dinner. I always like to bring a gift. That's another thing. Always when you're invited someplace, always bring something. I've got a guy teaching me some crypto stuff today. I went to his house. He never charged me. I borrowed Christmas time. At Christmas time. And here's another picture of the family at Christmas time. Now, this is last week at the signing of the $1 billion transaction. You can see the champagne glasses on the table at the office. There they are signing the $1 billion transaction at the office. And here's our COO. And there they are still at the office doing the deal last week. And there's our company, EA Bucks. EA Bucks Financial Services. EA Bucks, B-U-C-K, Financial Services. For those that want to go check it out. But I am so proud of that young lady. I am very proud of her. And she's done a fantastic job. So, with that said, the goal, what's your goal? Her goal is 10, 10, 10. In the next 10 years, there we go. It's in the chat. The next 10 years, 10 regions and 10 billion. If you happen to contact him, tell her that Al Thomas sent you. She'll greatly appreciate that. She might even give you a discount because I've been with the family for a long time, ladies and gentlemen. What is your tree? Who are you helping? Who are you blessing? who you help grow. And this whole channel, because Mr. Clemens and myself, we put this together to help you grow and also show you case after case people that we blessed along the way. This is one of my 21 millionaires that I helped over the last 36 years. And now she just signed a $1 billion deal. You can't tell me how proud I am. I'm like her parent almost. I'm so proud of her because it gives me joy to see the lives I touch. It's like taking a pebble and throwing it out to the lake and the ripple effect go out. Whose life are you affecting? Good, bad, or indifference, hopefully for the betterment. Ladies and gentlemen, $1 billion transaction last week. I hope this stretched you today. I hope it gave you a vision. I hope it gets you back on track. I hope it makes you want to turn the TV set off and sit down your goals and look at what you want to do. Have you accomplished the things you said you want to do this year? Matter of fact, maybe this motivates you to go back at it and harder and heavier. Because if she could do it, you could do it. Come from a humble beginnings in Denver, Colorado. And now look at her. And you know what? I'm thoroughly convinced you can have it for you. Go back to the channel and watch some of the other videos we have. And matter of fact, if you haven't listened to my book called God's Gifts, go back on the channel, listen to the book or download it. It's only 18 minutes and some change. It is a powerful book. And maybe that will get you into motion. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you, Mr. Alan Benson out there. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank the people over in Europe, Ms. Maria Estrada. Thank you so much out in Arizona. We'd like to thank our friend over in the UK. We'd like to thank our friends over in North Africa. We thank you for joining in today. We also thank those over, where's that at? Mexico. Well, we'd like to thank our friends in Mexico for tuning in today. And if I were you, get this out to 6 or 7 people. Just send it out to them and say, look, I got something you want you to watch, something that might motivate you, something that might touch your heart, something that might get you in the gear. And watch a blessing come back to you. Harrison Mills, I want to thank you so much, sir. You know, ladies and gentlemen, we're put here for a reason. God put us here to be to be a conduit to help other people. Every morning I wake up, I say, God, who can I help? And who do I need to know? And who needs to know me? Because the blessing comes back, it comes both ways. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you got a blessing on today's call. Please leave a comment below. Please leave a comment. And also give us a thumbs up. And watch this video at least 2 or 3 times, please. And send it out to at least 7 people and watch a blessing come back to you. And if not, go over here and watch some of the videos that we have on the channel, because this channel is called All Things Business. And we'd like to share and showcase people's lives that we've touched. And so can you. We're waiting to hear your story. Take care. God bless. And thank you for joining us tonight. Al Thomas over now.